What's going on, guys? It's your boy beatsbyash, back at it again with another banger of a video. And today I'm going to be showcasing my first run in the MTG Arena Cube Draft on the channel today for you guys. Now, if you are not familiar with Cube Draft, it is very similar to a booster draft where you open up 3 packs at the table and keep selecting one card out of each pack until you build a sealed deck, except in this format there is only one copy of each card. Now, normally these cubes tend to have a theme surrounding them, but this one actually has no major theme. It is just the most powerful cards that have ever been introduced on Magic Arena. So hope you guys enjoy the draft, enjoy the games, and without further ado, let's get into the goo. All right, welcome back to an Arena Cube Draft on the channel. This is newly open as of today, the 16th, and this cube involves basically the most powerful cards ever printed on Arena, including the new ones from Modern Horizons 3, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. It almost has some elements of a vintage cube, and I feel like black so far has been the most impressive to me. Gisa, Hellraiser, you can pay 2. Skeletons and zombies get +1/+1 in Menace. Not a big fan of that. I am a big fan of Tameo. Philia has also done really good for me. There's also a couple of Triomes in this pack. I feel like the Jetmir's Garden is probably a better Triome. I think I might want to start with Philia here, to be honest. Oh, there's also fetch lands in this set. I forgot to mention that. Fetch lands are very, very important in this cube to know when to pick, and I've been having a lot of fun, like, kind of just figuring out when you should be taking each one. I think a lot of people here would just take a Tri-land to stay flexible, but I think Philia is just one of the most powerful cards, so I'm going to pick it up here. All right, pack number 2 here. We have got a Brazen Borrower, which is a pretty good card. There is a Cruelty of Gix, one that I think is a really good card. I used to play this card quite a bit in Standard, and it very well performed. There's also a Treasure Cruise. That's definitely one of the better cards in this format, since it's really easy to build up the graveyard with fetch lands in here. And we actually have both cycles of fetches, so it's very, very good. And, you know, the lands from Karlov Manor that gave us Surveil just really made the fetch lands powerful in this cube, and I think this is the most lands that have ever been in a cube on Arena, so it's really interesting to see, you know, the pick order. I think it's between the Cruelty of Gix and Treasure Cruise here. Maybe Infernal Grasp is a little bit better than Cruelty of Gix. Yeah, let's just go with Infernal Grasp here. Just a very versatile card, and it's only 1 pip. Okay, well, there's an Inquisition of Kozilek. I feel like that card's very strong. There's also a Wrath of God, which can be good. And then Recruiter of the Guard really performed for me as long as you have a target for it. And as well, Woe Strider, there is a pretty decent theme of sacrifice in this format, and I tend to think that, you know, that's one of the best things to be doing. So when this attacks, reveal the top card, put it to your hand, you lose life equal to the mana value. If this isn't saddled, otherwise each opponent loses that much life. Okay, that's a pretty good card, I have to say. Maybe I'm more interested in the Caustic Bronco or the Woe Strider. I think both are very good. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Caustic Bronco. It's a pretty good card. Oh my gosh, I'm glad that we're going into black here because there is a Grief. That is exactly what I was looking to hit. Let's go, baby. Can I get an RAP in the chat for my future opponents, because I'm going to pick up this Grief here, and we are ecstatic to see that. Let's go, baby. Grief Control. Ooh, into a Yawgmoth. This card has been really strong for me, and I think it's one of the cornerstones of pretty much most black decks, because you get a separate trigger for this for each creature that deals damage, which really, really piles up. There's also a Lauren of the Third Path, which I think is pretty good because artifact and enchantment removal is far and few between, and I think it's very important in this format with all the mana rocks. There's also a Murderous Cut, which has performed pretty well for me, but I think I'm going to go with the Gix Yawgmoth Predator just because of us picking up that Grief previously. All right, well, there is still a couple good black cards in this pack. We've got an Ophimancer, which works really well in the sacrifice theme. There's also a Kolaghan's Command, which is a really strong card. You can return back the Grief, which I think is pretty good. Plarg, Dean of Chaos, I'm not a big fan of. It is looting, but it's not really what our deck's trying to do. And it's between the Kolaghan's Command and the Ophimancer. This Zoggoth Trimome, I'm probably not the most interested in. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the Kolaghan's Command. I think that, like, in these black decks, it's very easy to be able to splash. And I think just having the Grief and be able to re-add it back to hand is very valuable in a deck like this. Okay, there's Tiny Bones, the Pickpocket. It's a very interesting card. I haven't really gotten to play with this card yet, but I do think it's very good. There's also a Shatter Skull Smashing, which is one of the few DFCs in this format. And then there's a Blood Tithe Harvester. ETB, get a blood token. You can sacrifice this, and then target creature gets -X/-S, twice the number of blood tokens. I mean, I do like that card. Not the most interested in it right now. There is a Proving Grounds. Proving Grounds, Shatter Skull Smashing, Tiny Bones the Pickpocket. You know what? I'm going to take Tiny Bones here. Tiny Bones. Get that discard theme going. Ooh, and there is a Rankle, the Master of Pranks. So we've almost got like a discard hate theme here, which is very, very nice. Maybe we'll get the Cruelty of Gix back in our next pack. That'd be very cool. Urborg Scavengers. ETB or attack. Exile target card from the graveyard. Put a 1/1 counter on this. This has flying as long as a card exiled with it has flying. Oh, wow. You just get all keywords. Wow, that's a very, very strong card. But personally, I just think Rankle is such a good card. It can very easily just get out of control way too fast. The fact you can choose any number of modules is just insane. And I've had pretty good experiences with this in previous cubes, so I'm going to pick it up here. Ooh, there's a Flare of Malice. There's also a Falkenroth Aristocrats. That's a very, very tough decision. Flare of Malice worked out very good for me. You know, there's a lot of like weenies that you feel comfortable sacrificing, but so is Falkenroth Aristocrats. Like, especially if you have like good creatures you want to be sacrificing, I think it's a pretty nice card. But I don't know that I'm hard committed to red yet, so I think I'm going to go with the Flare of Malice here. Just an overall strong card. Okay, well, there is a Play with Fire. It's a decent interaction spell. It's not good enough to kill like a lot of things, but it's still pretty good. Restoration of a Ganjo. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of this card. There's also a Restless Bivik, which could be okay, but I'm going to take the Play with the Fire for the early interaction. Typically with these decks, you want to be trying to play like a mid-game strategy and, you know, just being able to recycle your cards. That's kind of what I've found. Like, I've tried playing Mana Rocks in it, and I just don't think they're the most beneficial. But starting off with a Grief and a Rankle and a Ophelia, I feel pretty good about this. We could very easily play red and white. Typically, when you end up in like one primary color that has like 15 plus cards in this format, it's very easy to just splash like 2 or 3 other colors. There's a Wedding Announcement, which is pretty good. I could see how that could be very good in our deck. There's also a Recruiter of the Guard. Honestly, Recruiter of the Guard has done me pretty good. I think I'm down to go with that. Gutter Bones, I just don't think is the best in this format. I don't really want to be paying 2 mana to do that. So I think Recruiter of the Guard probably has a higher ceiling, so let's lock it in. Well, there's a Light Up the Stage, which could be pretty good. Exile target artifact or creature, return to the battlefield under its controller's turn. This card's pretty good, but it is kind of high costed, so I'm going to go with the Light Up the Stage here. Dust Animus. Honestly, I don't really see that card has a lot of synergies with our deck, so we're going to go with the white-black land. I guess we'll take a Plarg. More so just a Looter, which I don't know that we really want to be doing, but it is an okay card. Alright, so overall, we've kind of cemented ourselves into black in this first pack, so looking pretty good here. Pack number 2, there is a 4-cost Elesh Norn. This is the one that I'm honestly not, like, as impressed to play with. I'd prefer not to play this one. The other Elesh Norn's really good, though. There is a black-white fast land, which is cool. There's also a Wandering Emperor, which I think is just a really strong card. Red, black, white land, the Savia Triumph. I think that's pretty important. I do like the Wandering Emperor, and I do like the Virtue of Loyalty. Even the Pertable Hole or the Drown and Ichor are all very good cards. But I just think this is too high priority because we very easily could be playing 3 colors. And once you get one of these, it just makes all of your fetches so much better. So I'm going to pick this up here. Hopefully we can get back like Wandering Emperor, Virtue of Loyalty, or one of these 2 removal spells. I mean, even that fast land up there is just a really good pack for us to wheel. Okay, well, there is a Valky, God of Lies, which I think is okay. It's not like the best card, but it's fine. Red, white land, Endurance. Ha, Endurance. Don't tease me like that. I'm not playing Endurance. I could be down to be base white to play Invasion of Gobakon. It's a very strong card. Okay, well, there is a Kranko. Kranko could be pretty good. Red, white land, which could be fine for us. Oh my gosh, someone was abusing the shit out of this, and this card is just insane. This card is absolutely insane with ETBs, especially with something like Grief. That card honestly was blowing me out. I'm tempted to play this. Maybe I'll just go with the early interaction here. Nah, we're gonna hedge on this Nexus. I think that card's just good. Okay, well, the black is kind of drying up, but we'll get more black in pack 3. There is a Vanishing Verse if we want to play that. Shivian Devastator, I'm not the biggest fan of this card. It's a good card, but not like insane or anything. Strangle's probably the best piece of removal in this pack, but I think I'm going to go with this just to stay more open. Okay, well, there is a Sarah Paragon, which could be pretty good in a deck like this. We got a Sedgemoor Witch. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, create a 1/1. Whenever this dies, you gain 1 life. It's kind of cool card. Unholy Heat's pretty good. Yeah, this is the older one. I'm not really a big fan of that one. I guess it's either this Sarah Paragon or it is the Unholy Heat. I might just try to be red-black here and just splash the Philia just because the card's really good. Ooh, well, this is an insane pack. We got Emperor of Bones. We have Gix's Command, which has been absurd. And there's also a Goldspan Dragon. 3 really, really strong cards in this pack. That's very tough. Atomic Wield of the Law. When an opponent attacks with creatures, if 2 or more of those are attacking, that opponent loses 3 life and you draw a card. Not a big fan of that card. It's too reactive. This is the good land from Alchemy. I think this card's really, really strong, especially in best 2 out of 3. I think I'd rather have Emperor of Bones over Gix's Command. Gix's Command is insane, but Emperor of Bones can just snowball out of control, especially with Philia. Ooh, okay. This is a very good pack for us. There is a Preacher of the Schism. There's also a Priest of the Forgotten Gods. And a Tenacious Underdog. Tenacious Underdog's okay. This guy's pretty good. Man, this is a tough decision. I think I'm just going to go with the Tenacious Underdog. It's just a good staple. Lightning Strike. Why can't we have a Lightning Bolt? Decadent Dragon. Okay, that's a good one. How many instants and sorceries do we have? We have 5 instants. This card's okay. I think we're more mid-range than we are just straight aggro, so I'm going to go with the Decadent here. Just a good value card. Ooh, well, there is a Mephite's Enthusiasm, which I think is a really good removal. There's also a Drown and Ichor. I mean, we don't have a Planeswalker yet, but it does have synergy with Emperor of Bones and Philia. I'm going to go with the Drown and Ichor here. I just really like that card. Ooh, okay, we ended up getting back the Collective Defiance. There's also an Inferno Titan, which can be a very good card, but we don't have any ramp. We don't have any of the mana rocks, so I'm probably just going to take this. It's not a great card, but it's okay. It's passable for sure. Oh, there's a Kranko. I guess we're just going to be playing a red-black aggro deck. We get a Godric, right? Red-black splashing a Philia it is. Pick that girl up. A lot of good creatures. All right, Wielder of the Law, that's fine. So we're pretty solidified in red-black going into pack 3 here. What do we got here? Ooh, we got a Marionette Apprentice. I think that card is going to be a cornerstone of our deck, so I'm definitely going to pick that up here. Terror of the Peaks is pretty good. Yeah, Terror of the Peaks is a really strong card. It is a double red card, and we've been getting past a lot of red stuff, so I think there's a good chance that we get back this Terror of the Peaks or this Burn Down the House. So I think I'm going to lock in this Marionette Apprentice because I think it's really strong in our deck. It's definitely one of the cards you want to be building around in this archetype. There's also a Xander's Lounge. I wouldn't mind that. Or even a Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter is a very strong one as well, but we got to go Apprentice here. Okay, there is a Vran Executioner. The card's pretty cool. But there's a Glorybringer, and Glorybringer is insane. I think I've got to lock in that Glorybringer because this card is just really, really absurd, especially when you have like a blink effect like Philia. I do really like this Fabled Passage, but I think we're going to be okay. If we could be offered a single fetch, man, I feel pretty good about this. Or a Fury. I will substitute a fetch for a Fury. That's fine. Okay, we got a Gaunty Lord of Luxury. Pillar of Flame, not a big fan of. Mishra's Bobble's okay. Doesn't have the most insane synergy, but it does work with a couple of cards in here. Yeah, we have an Unholy Heat, so I guess it works with that. This guy, I think he's really passable. I'm not a big fan of him. Would have liked to have been offered a land here. It does have synergy with our Apprentice, though. Okay, there is a Bankbuster, which is just good. Ooh, that is a Black-White Surveil land, though. And that is a fetch. Yeah, this fetch can just go get us our Triome, which I think is pretty important. Probably gonna pick that over the Bankbuster. We don't need too much value. Ooh, this is a really good pack for us. This card's really good if you can build around it. Unfortunately, we really can't. But there's a Detective's Phoenix, which I think is probably going to be the best card for us. March of the Otherworldly Light is really strong too. Oh, and this card's great. This card's great. Yeah, I'm going to take the Detective Phoenix. Just think it's insane. Okay, well, there is a Bloodthirsty Adversary. I think we just have like a lot of 3-drops though, so I think I'm going to go with the Bloodthirsty Adversary. It's also just a versatile card in the curve. Restless Fortress isn't bad either. I think you could have convinced me on either. Stoneforge Mystic. I've heard a lot of people talk about I picked this card and didn't see any equipment. I was like, yeah, sorry. There's no equipment in the set. So I guess it's just this versus this. Sleeper's probably pretty good in our deck. Our deck seems very aggressive. Ooh, there's an Inti. I'm down for Inti for sure. Inti's great. Give us some lands here. Late lands, please. How's this going so late? This is great. One thing you should know about these cube drafts is you want to prioritize these neutral neutral ramp. That's very strong. Crazy we only saw one fetch. A little bit unfortunate, but we're aggressive, so we're not really trying to, like, we don't really care that much about lands. But since we have it, we might as well play it. You know, we'll have minimum 4 sources for Ophelia, so I think it's great. Yeah, if you don't know what to pick, you should probably just go with one of the colorless artifacts because those leave you the most flexible. And Boma Courier is just insane. Ginger Brute, maybe? Well, maybe we want to splash this Kaya. Yeah, let's go with the Kaya. I think we're more mid-range than we are very aggressive. Ooh, and we end up getting the Black-White Surveil. That's absurd. Because now we have the Fetch and the Surveil. Ooh, and we get past 3 great red cards. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. I just want some more damage outputs. Some more interaction. I think that's probably the best way to go about it. And we don't really need any of these. Well, I think we made a good decision by going down the commitment of red because red was really flowing in that last pack there. Kind of unfortunate we didn't get to see more good black cards, but overall, I think it's a very good draft. All right, well, we ended up with a pretty awesome red-black aggro deck. I'm very excited to try this out. We ended up with like Tiny Bones, Bomat Courier is a really good one-drop, Caustic Bronco, which is a really good card from Outlaws. And then as a finisher, we have a Glorybringer, and obviously we got the 1 Grief and the Kolaghan's Command to add back that Grief. So overall, seems like a pretty strong deck. But let's go ahead and hop into these games and see what we can do. All right, hopping into match number 1 here with our red-black aggro deck. We have 3 lands alongside an Emperor of Bones and an NT, so I think I'm probably going to keep this. Man, I really wish we were on the play. This hand would be so good on the play. Glorybringer, okay. Kolaghan's Command is probably going to be really good. Okay, they also have an NT. Gotcha. A Tiny Bones is here. Never fear, the main man Tiny Bones is here. I do want to get use out of this Proliferate, but I like that play so much I'll do it myself. Alright, let's see if they have a removal for my NT. It's the NT on NT power play here. Okay, it looks like our opponent's playing mono red. I don't know why, but I'm going against so many people who just have a monocolored deck, and it's literally crazy. Like, I think it's really difficult to get a monocolored deck in this format. Like, last draft we did, we actually went against 3 mono green players, which was literally crazy. I don't know what it is, man. These people are just sitting in 2-man draft pods. Collected Defiance, okay. Guess I'm going to play Tiny Bones. And just drown to Ichor that. Spell Sphere, that's a pretty good card. He's gonna go Braid, okay. I can just kill that with this Kolaghan's Command. I think I want to make them discard a card. Oh, they had a mountain? That's really good for us. Holy crap, that's good. This Emperor of Bones is gonna be so heat, dude. Oh my gosh, this Emperor of Bones is so fire, dog! This Emperor of Bones is FYE, let's go! I'll take your NT, don't worry about it, buddy. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I could Glorybringer, but I'd rather just save that. Do we want an Emperor Bones? Probably not. Just keep exiling things with Emperor Bones. Man, Emperor Bones is so good. In some regards, he's like a better version of, what's his face? Deathrite Shaman. Yeah, that's what it is. Is this a sorcery to upgrade? Let's go to Surveil Land. I'm cool on the Bomat Courier, a little bit late. Alright, we have a pretty sizable board against an aggro deck, and opponent's just flooded. Let's work. We love to see it. Okay, cool. That was awesome. I love that. Just keep exiling your stuff because Emperor Bones is OP. Alright, good game, bro. We have out aggro the aggro player. Let's go. I'm nice like that. Game number 1 in the books. I have a feeling, just a feeling, our deck is very good versus this person because we just go right over the top of them. I've been really impressed by this Caustic Bronco. I've seen a lot of people play it in Standard. I didn't really get it at first, but it seems pretty good. All right, what are we doing here, buddy? Slickshot Show Off. That's a broken card. I'm gonna have to answer that, buddy. Caustic Bronco. Giddy up, cowboy. I'm from Oklahoma, so I can say that, buddy. The saddle mechanic was made for me and my people. This set was literally made for me and my people, but it's just extremely gay, so I didn't like to play in Outlaws. Honestly, what if we just go Detectives Phoenix on this caustic Bronco? That'd be pretty funny. Outrace the racer. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't know why I thought I could just bestow, but I can't. I'm filling the graveyard for bestow. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Everything's fine. He has a young Peasy. Okay. I don't think your deck's really situated to play that, but sure. Yeah, just keep putting cards in the graveyard for me. I love that. Rankle, the master of pranks is here. Ha ha ha. We do have a Surveil land. Maybe I want to go Culligan's command. Just make him discard. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Surveil land here. Flare of Malice. Gross. Oh, hey, I can bestow my Phoenix now. That's kind of bonkers. Holy shit, that's kind of bonkers. Is that just way better than what we were doing before? I think it is. Yeah, it's kind of bonkers. Okay. I'm collecting evidence. I'm so lit. Yeah, 5 in the face. You can't outrace the race master, brother. I've been riding Broncos since I was a yee laddie. Since I was a young jit. Presidential, I'm a jit like Obama, son. Wow, that's so funny. He's actually exiling to put 2 tokens. Wow, that shows me your hand is very bad. The master of pranks is here, never fear. He's about to outrace you, buddy. Yeah, let's both discard a card. Don't worry, sir. I just have another discard outlet in hand. Just go ahead and regurgitate your hand. Oh, you have a Monetary Swift Spear. That's only 1 power, buddy. I'm sorry. Okay, I just have lethal on board. You love to see it. Easy, baby. Let's go. 5 lander, but turn 1 Tiny Bones, turn 2 Emperor Bones. That's pretty good. I just feel like 5 lands is so bad. Okay, we get turn 1 Tiny Bones into turn 2 Caustic Bronco. Even better. Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones has entered the chat, baby. Yes, sir, ski brother. Man, I just love Tiny Bones. He's one of my favorite people in, like, just all of the lore. Oh, hey, it's a land. Yes, Tiny Bones, get in there. Honestly, this is such a cool design. It's, like, such a fair card. It's cool, but it's also really fair. Okay, so I guess I have to play this Triome to guarantee next turn that we can go Rankle. Well, let's attack first, see what we get. Okay, we have an Infernal Grasp. That's kind of nice. That's fine by me. I mean, you can continue drawing cards all day. I don't really care. He's just gonna pass? Okay. If he has a Brainstorm, he can respond. That's gross. I guess he's in the instep, so. If he wants to, like... Oh, no, he's not. I was like, wait, so if he actually wanted to respond and draw 3 cards, then I would end up being able to kill his Planeswalker anyway, because Tiny Bones is Death Touch, which is kind of bonkers. Do I want to, like, cast his Tameo? I feel like we don't have that many ways to trigger it. I mean, I do have a Rankle. I think I just want to use all my mana. Okay, NT, that's hella nice. Each player discards a card. Getting my Delirium up. Kite Sail Larcenist, okay. Probably just target my Rankle. Well, that's hot. Let's go to combat here. Discard. Okay, we got a bow mat. Yeah, I'll play Stamio. Play this bow mat because bow mat's a cool card. Alright, don't have an AoE. You're 6 health. You don't need an AoE here. You never have an AoE here, brother. The Scarab God. Okay, that's a good card. Wait, is this just game? Submit the 1. So he blocks this. I get him for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, it's just game. Oh, hey, that's game. Cool. Yes, Sirski, brother. Alright, well, this hand's unplayable. This hand's also unplayable. Fuck. This hand's also equally unplayable. Holy shit. I mean, I have to keep. Yeah, this hand's really bad. His hand's really slow. Oh, hey, there's Inti. Well, that was really good for our opponent. That was a good card. I wish you could have kept that. Damn, Ophimancer is like high-key really strong for a deck. Against our deck. Okay, that's kind of cool. Well, I guess the best case scenario is he kills our Phoenix, and then we have the ability to bestow it. That's a flyer. That's not cool. Alright, let's go to combat again. Let's do this again. Do the dance. That's kind of good. I don't mind that. The fact you have lifelink is kind of dirty, though. Alright, well, I have a lot of mana to be able to do things. I guess I can Bloodthirsty Adversary. Urberg Scavenger. Oh my gosh, that's so insane. Wow. He just gets to banish my Detective Phoenix. That's so brutal. No, don't do me like that, son. Don't do me like that. Bro literally just stole Flying Haste from me. Auto pay. Go next game. We're cooked. Alright, curve out. Don't have to go down to 5 cards, please. What is this? No, what is this? What is this?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Please, please. What the fuck, dude? Why do I have to go down to 5 cards again? No lander into 1 lander mull 2 games in a row? That's so bad. Is that good? It's okay, I guess. 2 mana 2/2 haste. Next turn we play a 3 mana 3/3 haste. Them's is the games. He has a Tameo again. That dirty bastard. You dirty bastard, you. Alright, well. We need to top deck into something good. I don't feel great about this because we did have to go down to 5. And of course he has the Ophomancer once again. That is really toxic. That is so toxic. Fuck me. Alright, I don't know really what we can top deck here. His deck is just set up to, like, stall and beat us. Yeah, shoulder. That's probably going to put the nail in the coffin here. Sack your shoulder, you fucker. Shoulder is so busted. Into a Scarab God. I knew it. I literally knew it. I knew a 5-drop was coming down. The amount of 5-drops this guy's deck has is ridiculous. He might just transform his Tameo. I think we're just cooked. And we're cooked. Well played, sir. Very unfortunate set of circumstances for us. I mean, those moles just killed us. Like, I think our deck's really good against his, but those moles just straight up killed us. Alright, well, let's try this again. Tiny Bones, don't let us down. Oh my gosh, dude. We're just starting with a 1-lander every single hand. I'm playing 17 lands. What is happening right now? Into another 1-lander? Bro, why in every game do I have to start off with 1 land? This is so fucked. I mean, I guess I'm going second. Maybe there's a chance that if I draw a second land, I can go Caustic Bronco and draw. I'm just going to keep. I know it's very risky, but I think you have to take a risk in order to win like this. Like, going down to 5 is just so brutal in this format. Hey, there's our second land. We might actually get to play the game. Holy crap. Do I want to just do this? He's playing green. Get rid of Tenacious Underdog. It's not really good since we had to mole, but it might be able to stop him. Okay, so he has a Obliterating Bolt. Does not have a red to play it. Disdainful Stroke's terrible versus us. Let's just get rid of Fanatic Aronis. I know he can Eternalize, but if he's Eternalizing, then there's a chance that we're going to be doing something good. Alright, let's go Caustic Bronco. Oh, what if I would have taken his Crater Hoof? Wow, that would have been hilarious. If I would have went Crater Hoof, Emperor of Bones. Dude, maybe that was the right play. I didn't even think about that. Opponent's just going to go ahead and get 2 more lands, sure. I assume he's going to get a red here. Yep. Okay, I could add back. Yeah, I'm going to attack first, right? Like, there's nothing maybe I want to Emperor Bones first. I want to get rid of his Emperor. I want to get rid of his Ronus from the graveyard. Now, let's get rid of the Ronus. No Eternalize for you, buddy. Caustic Bronco effect. Drawn to a land. Okay. Well, I guess I have a discard for Rankle. It is actually possible for us to cycle this in the deck, but that's just not really good. If for some reason our Emperor of Bones lives, I would be down to Kolgan's command. Add back Grief. That'd be funny. He's going to get rid of Caustic Bronco. Okay, I'm so much more happy with that. Literally so much more happy. Are you going to Surveil second? What a Chad. Surveilling second. Wow. What a Chad. Our opponent is surveilling second here. What if I just go Emperor of Bones, bring back Grief? Is that respectable? And then discard his other card or his Crater Hoof? Like, he can't play the Crater Hoof right now, I guess. I might be able to just wait and hard play Grief. Yeah, let's go ahead and Kolgan's command. Add back my Grief. I'll make you discard a card because I'm a good guy. Yeah, discard a card. I'm going to make you discard another one. I'm just that guy, you know? They call me Himothy for a reason. He's discarding that? Okay, I'm going to target your Crater Hoof, sir. Holy crap. The Emperor of Bones stonks just went up. The Emperor of Bones stonks, baby. Okay, that's really bad. That's fucked, actually. He can deal 3 damage, and then we're just cooked. And he can just do that over and over again. That's really sacky. Alright, let's play Grief, get rid of your Disdainful Stroke, I guess. Not very good against us. Fuck it. We're in top deck mode, baby. Where's my Rankle? Where is my Rankle, brother? I think we have an Edict that can answer his Planeswalker too, right? Okay, he's not gonna crack that? What? Why? Okay, that's kind of good. We can just... Okay, that's actually really nice. We don't care about the burn damage. We just want him to sack. Alright, just get rid of your Chandra, sir. Yes, yes, we love that. Oh my gosh.
I fucking knew it. Oh.
Top deck situation versus a ramp player with so much mana. That's really freaking scary. I guess I'll just play a land in case we were able to top deck into like light up the stage into like multiple things. I have a feeling Glorybringer might be okay. And he top decks a Primeval Titan. That's so messed up, bro. Does he have a Field of the Dead? If he has a Field of the Dead, we're just going to the next game, probably. Primeval Titan plus Field of the Dead is so insane in this cube. I mean, Field of the Dead is usually insane in every cube. Especially like with Golos and Primeval Titan. Like, there's a lot of ways to tutor Field of the Dead. I think it's one of the best things to be doing. Since this is the cube with the most lands ever, maybe Field of the Dead is legitimately just the best thing to be doing. Keeps on top. That's really scary. Okay, let's cycle. I forgot that this cycles for colorless because I'm used to playing in MH3 where things do not cycle for colorless. Well, that really sucks. I think we're pretty much cooked. We're in a top deck mode versus a green deck. I don't like this. Oh, it's a light up the stage. I can actually maybe play the game. Okay. Into 2 lands. Are you fucking kidding me? That is such a joke. All right, this is about to be the comeback of the century. Let's see it, baby. Is this going to be my first hand all series where I actually don't have to mull? Wait, this is actually a fair and balanced hand. Holy crap. I didn't know I was allowed to play the game. I feel good. Wow. That's really nice. Taps for blue. He's going to go for the Scry. The Chad Scry play. I see you, my guy. Alchemy cards are kind of gross. If you know, you know. Ooh, Inti plus Emperor of Bones is kind of a mood? Okay. I mean, I think we just go Bones. If you want to win, put Bones in. You know what they say. Wow, I can go Inti Bones. I can just start boning people. That's going to be crazy. Paradise Druid, okay. Into the turn 3 Bomat Courier. Kind of late, buddy. Kind of freaking late. What if I just go Yawgmoth here? I think that's respectable. Do you want to trade? Okay. I mean, I'll be left with a Yawgmoth. I do think Emperor Bones is insane, but like we don't have a way to put cards into the graveyard, really. Oh, he has an Obliterating Bolt? Oh, that was fucked. That's okay. Ooh, we have the Flare of Malice. It's kind of nice. All right, I see the line, brother. I see the line. We're going to go Inti here. We're going to go Bomat Courier. Bomat Courier has haste, which means we can now go attack. We're going to put a 1/1 counter on him. Discarding Tenacious Underdog. Triggering the ability. Into a land here that's cracked. And I'm going to keep the Ketria Triome. If he plays something big, I can Flare of Malice, just get in for more damage, which would be great. Key to the Archive, okay. Not good for us because he could get a Day of Judgment, which is a full-out wipe. Probably one of the strongest cards you can get off this spellbook is Judgment Day. Yeah, Day of Judgment, whatever it is. Ooh, we got a Tiny Bones. Tiny Bones in this bitch. Hey. Everybody getting rich. Tiny Bones in this bitch. Honestly, I think I'm down to just go Tenacious Underdog. Now, let's go to combat here. Let's go Inti. Discarding Tiny Bones. Into Surveil Land. Okay. Let's Surveil. No, I'm not going to do that. Light up the stage. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I wish I would have been able to use this as a spectacle, but that's okay. Into a prime time. Prime time. Fuck a prime time, bitch. I'm just trying to beat the case. But I ain't beat that case. I gotta use Inti and Beaumont Courier to race. Okay? So I guess I'm just tenacious underdogging with the Flare of Malice. Honestly, I can do that and then also light up the stage. That's pretty beneficial. That means I'm Flare of Malicing for 4, but I also get to draw a card, which is like kind of cool, I guess. It's interesting our opponent is playing a prime time, but they don't actually have a Field of the Dead. And they also have a Crater Hoof, but they don't really... They haven't shown anything yet to where they can go wide, right? If they can actually go wide with like tokens or something, I could see how this deck could work. But I think this guy's deck isn't like the strongest because he's lacking like win conditions. There's honestly so many scary things that this person could have gotten off of their key to the archive. Bro, what the heck's happening? Okay, wait, that's a Rankle. That's actually huge. I probably would just save that. Draw a card. Into a red source, make him discard his prime time. Prime time is gone. And then light up the stage, we can spectacle main phase 2. Discard that. I'm gonna distribute the wealth. Oh, that's kind of huge. That like gives us a really good opportunity to go for game here. And then I guess we can light up the stage here. Pay the 1. There's a good chance I just burn him for game. Oh, that's nice. Dope. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. Oh, no, I can't play the deal 4 damage. I have a Drown to Ichor, though, and a Rankle. I'll be able to play both, and I have a Tenacious Underdog. Oh, he's just going to give it to us? Okay, sweet. Alright, let's get in there. You don't have an AoE, bro. You never have an AoE. If he has to settle the wreckage, that'd be so crazy. Okay. Well, that was pretty bonkers. Well, I have to use this or it gets goned. So I'm threatening the ability to get 3 cards off of Beaumat, which could be burn. We do have a couple ways to burn, and we do have a lot of haste. So, haste or burn is what we're looking for here. And then we have an Unholy Heat. Okay. I guess I can Unholy Heat that if I need to. Well, hopefully Beaumat Courier's cracked. Yeah, I think I have to Beaumat here. Okay, that could win us the game for sure. Fuck yeah, that's amazing. Oh, that's really scary. Oh my gosh, she just gained 3 health. That's so bad for us. Drawn to something crazy? No, 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 that's so bad. Why? I Beaumatted for a reason. Why is it 2 lands? Beaumat, don't let me down. $4 to you, sir. Into a burn spell here. There's no way he just Crater Hoofs for game. I don't believe it. That's so scary. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Wow, this guy's just had everything. Okay, that's a Godric. That's not terrible. That could be game. I guess if we Tenacious Underdog and go Godric, could be game. Okay. Sure. You have 4 mana available. What are you doing? Ronus? Okay. This stops him from having the ability to crew. Alright, well, if he has it, he has it. Does he have it? You don't have it, sir. You don't have it. You do not have it. Bro, what the fuck? Why did he wait to the last second to do that? That's actually just so toxic. Wow, that was so toxic. I think we're just dead. Okay. Do I actually have a shot here? Oh, wow, I actually get a shot here? Okay. I guess this has a health of 4. Alright, play my Godric. Attack you for game. Let's go! Wow, I can't believe I had that. That was so borderline there. I did not think we were going to get that. Alright, time to do some broken shit with Emperor Bones one last time. Trust. Trust. I believe in the bones. If you want to win, put the bones in. Trust. Okay, we don't have a bones. We are on the draw with a turn 1 play into a turn 2 play. That's probably okay. If we get a third black, we're just insane with the Yawgmoth. Surveils to the grave. Okay. Into a Mishra's Bauble. That's scary. I don't feel like that card's that good in your deck, though, but I just dislike that card because it's unfair. Into a turn 2 Inti. Okay, nice. Bro thinks he's hot because he has a Bauble. Bro, you're not cool just because you have a Bauble. I don't remove my 1/1. He didn't do anything to you. He didn't do anything to you. Yes, we got a black. That's so huge. Oh my gosh, that's huge. Let's get rid of Lonely End. Okay. That's fine. User removal so my Yawgmoth can do work, please. You never develop a creature here. It's never playing a creature is the correct thing to do. Yes, good shit, good shit. I respect it. Okay. Wow, we have a tough decision to make here. Am I ever just going Grief? Maybe. Alright, I'm going to be able to draw 2 cards. Okay. Yes. Yes, that's so good. Okay. That was fair and balanced. I can allow it. I guess I can start blitzing with the underdog, so we play the Grief to just get rid of his out here. Yes, Grief. Grief now. Grief now. Grief now, Grief often. He has 4 mana. How much do I care about this Chandra? I think I'm down to just get rid of a Seeka's Chariot. If he Chandras, he just kills one of my guys. A Seeka's Chariot just gives him too many blockers. Okay, I like this a lot. I'm representing a lot of damage. He has to kill my Yawgmoth or my Inti, which are both very good, and then Evolved Sleeper is just good. He's going Cultivate. This guy's so greedy. What the hell? A Braid, sure. Okay, that's pretty good. Tenacious Underdog. Swing at you for 9. Okay, that's so good. Oh my gosh, that's so good. If he plays a Chandra and tries to kill my guy, I can respond and sack, which is huge. That's actually so huge. Adding 2 red mana, okay. Let's go! Not done yet, baby. Underestimated 3.0. Talk about it. Alright, well, unfortunately, we were not able to go undefeated, but 2 wins is still pretty good, and I think this deck was absolutely amazing, and I'm super glad I was able to showcase it on the channel. Let's go ahead and do a quick little review before we end the video. So we ended up with a really awesome red-black aggro deck. We had a Grief, which was definitely one of the best cards in our deck. I think from the drafts I've played and the matches I've done, Grief is definitely a high priority and a very strong first pick in this format. Detective's Phoenix as well is a very good aggressive card, just because there's so many ways to put things into the graveyard that collecting Evidence 6 is very easy to accomplish. We also had Caustic Bronco, which I think is probably one of the best 2-drops in this format, alongside Emperor of Bones and Inti. I think those are like really, really high priority cards for aggressive decks. Emperor of Bones is just insane in general, because there's so many ways to put things in graveyards that if you can just steal like their Crater Hoof, it's absolutely insane. Especially like the interaction with Inti is crazy because you just keep getting to put 1/1 counters on it. Marionette Apprentice is probably one of the top cards in black, and I'm really, really high on these flares. I think Flare of Malice is absolutely amazing in an archetype like this, especially because there are incentives for sacrificing. Tiny Bones was like, he was more of just a 1/1 death touch. I think you don't very often actually get to get in with this, but if you're going against a green player who's just ramping with mana rocks and not creatures, it can potentially happen for sure. Bomat Courier was actually still pretty strong. This is one of the cards that I think was one of the best aggressive cards in previous iterations of the cube, but obviously the power level has went up immensely, so I wasn't sure about it. But I do think it is very strong after playing with it. And I think as well, these fetch lands are really high priority, specifically because of Surveil lands being available from Murders at Karlov Manor. Just any fetch land being able to access you a Surveil land is very, very strong. And I think those are a very high priority. And then Yawgmoth is crazy. I think he's one that you definitely want to look out for if you're trying to play any black deck, because he just accrues so much value and is relatively difficult to answer for the cost that you're paying. Alongside Tenacious Underdog, you know, this was a staple of many standard aggressive black decks and black-green decks in the past couple years. And I think it's been absolutely amazing every time I've had it. But overall, this was a super awesome cube draft, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are interested in seeing another cube draft or more awesome card game content, make sure to smash the like button, turn post notifications on, and subscribe to the channel so you never miss another banger. And as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace.
Ooh, is that indigo?